GeneXus is a tool that operates on a very high declarative level to generate software programs that run on various environments, such as Windows, the web, smart devices, and any other environment that may become available in the future, because it always evolves along with technology. With GeneXus, developers can be free from the specific characteristics of each technology, for example, the differences between languages, platforms, ways of programming, and so on, by learning a single language. GeneXus is a very high-level language that will allow you to adopt the latest technology in record time. In this way, the GeneXus developer specifies on a high level, and then uses GeneXus to generate the application in the desired platform. That's why we say that GeneXus is multi-platform. But not only will you be able to use GeneXus to develop systems from scratch, but you'll also integrate new developments into existing systems. In this case, GeneXus helps create portions that are difficult or impossible to develop in the base system. This is the case of SAP ERP, which usually covers most of the functionalities of the reality for which it's implemented, but leaves some of them unsolved. That's where GeneXus comes in. For example, to develop a mobile portion for any type of phone or tablet, and for any operating system. So how's it done? We know that SAP is open to external developments, allowing for interaction with its business objects through BAPIs, or Business APIs, that are defined and maintained in the SAP Business Object Repository, BOR. These BAPIs are implemented as ABAP functions, allowing for remote access, that is to say, from outside the SAP ERP, through the RFC, Remote Function Call, protocol defined by SAP. In this context, GeneXus has developed the GeneXus ERP connector that allows, on one hand, accessing the SAP server with the corresponding credentials, and obtaining, through RFC calls, the entire BOR metadata with all the existing BAPIs, and Z functions for remote access that may have been defined by a client in a certain SAP instance. Next, the GeneXus developer selects from there the BAPIs he or she needs for the portion of the application to be created. These BAPIs are imported into GeneXus and exposed as GeneXus external objects, which will encapsulate the business object logic and its methods so as to be used from within GeneXus. For example, suppose that we need to develop a small mobile application to work with data related to clients, materials, and sales orders of an SAP ERP system. It should not only allow us to query data, but also to update existing data and even enter new sales orders. All the screens that implement the interface and features of these work with elements will be developed with GeneXus as any other smart device application. In GeneXus, every application has a knowledge base. Therefore, what we have to do first is create a new knowledge base. Next, we can create the GeneXus objects that implement these screens and features. The difference with other smart device applications is that here, data will not be kept in its own database. Instead, it'll be requested from the SAP ERP. This will be done by invoking the methods imported from the BOR in the external objects, which will be internally translated into RFC calls to the corresponding BAPIs. Therefore, the GeneXus objects interact among themselves using the GeneXus language, but the application can be generated to run on a device. In this case, when accessing the screen to show clients, which involves a method of the external object, this invocation is translated into the RFC call to the corresponding SAP ERP BAPI. This BAPI is the one that makes it possible to access to the SAP database and returns the list of clients that is displayed on the screen's device. In the following videos, you'll see a demo on developing this small mobile application with GeneXus. It will allow us to work with clients, materials, and sales orders in an SAP ERP installation with the possibility to enter new sales orders. Join us!